Jenny. I'm 22 years old. I'm from San Pedro, Laguna, Philippines. I'm working on a street. Ano ang English nun, Tate? Prostitute? Prostitute. I have 2 kids and I have no husband. I'm a single parent. So I was thinking to work in the street just to find a money for my kids. I've been working 2 years on the street, almost 2 years. Every day, I need some 5 customers to support my kids. Every customer costs 300 only. $5. I start working at 5 in the afternoon, and if I have 1,000, I'll go home.
Welcome to the Philippines.
It was my friend who used to work here in the bar also that invited me over here in Angeles. Basically, it was financial problem that brought me here in Angeles City.
I started work at bar at 14 years old. Because of my family, my background is not good.
I started working on this on the street because I have no choice. It was the only choice that I have. You just give your body to other men just to have a money. So it's for me, it's easier.
Maybe I was 18 years old. At that time, I want to finish my studies because my mom doesn't want me to go to school. I was abused by my cousin, also my father. I feel that I'm not anymore clean. Do you know what I mean? Because I already abused.
Most of the women that come from the province, they are looking like having dream to go to Manila, to go to the big city. They thought that they can really earn money in a nice way, but it end up on prostitution.
I am actually helping my grandparents who raised me up, and they were old already, so they cannot really work hard for to get enough money for themselves, and they were sick, so they need maintenance for in order for them to get through.
Some of the girls, they are the breadwinner of the family. If you're not a college graduate, you don't have find any work.
Considering the educational background they have and the employment status that we are having in the Philippines right now, I can say they have no option.
Most of them are been in the bar because of misrepresentation. They were told that they are going to work like as a waitress, or something like a housekeeper or a housemaid. And then later on, they'll find out that they are in a bar and they are forced to. And once they are there and starting to get the money, then that's it.
If I were them, I cannot do it. I'm not brave enough to be with a guy every night or having sex with different guys. God knows I can do it.
The girls work for a very low salary in the bar, but are presented with only two options to increase their income. Firstly, they can engage with the male clientele, who in turn can buy them lady drinks, from which they receive a small commission. Secondly, they can leave the bar with the customer. This is called bar fining.
There are some guys that if they're buying ladies drinks, they kind of like, they think that they can do what they want to you already. They're going to touch your body, your private parts, even though you're still on the bar. And if you're not gonna do it, they're gonna be mad because they will say, I am buying you drink, you should do this. That's your work, that's your job as a bar girl. You know, you should give pleasure to a man. Basically, they came here for fun, for sex, for ladies. And most of them are like 40 to 50 or 60 something. Because basically, it's just old guys. And some of them are nice, but some of them are rude. You know, they kind of look to you like you're the, you know, piece of a trash or something.
I'm working in the street in the Pasay. It's nearby my home. And I am a team of girls, some of the girls there. And I know a lot of girls there. Some of the girls, they coming to the guys almost 20 guys. So they can earn money so much. Some of the girls, they sleep to the guy for only just $4 each guy every night. For the bar fines, we would get a commission of like 550 pesos, which is $12. Going out with the customer, they expect that you would like give pleasure to them. You would do what they want. The first I worked in the bar when I was 17 years old. I have known before some girls who work like 16. They were 16 when they start working in the bar. But the management, of course, doesn't know about that.
My parents didn't know about it because I didn't tell them. I didn't tell them because I was afraid.
I was hurt, you know, because I was there for my family, even though my family doesn't know I am working in a bar. Like, I want to save money for enough for myself to, you know, to get out of the bar because I don't want to stay there. It makes your mind you know, you can't think straight.
It's really, really hard for us because I work in the bar before, so I know that you need really strong mind that you only just think you need a money. You don't like to work just like that, but you only just think I need money. Then when you finish and make sex to the others, you're gonna have a self-pity. You're gonna be angry to yourself. And you only ask to yourself is, why I have to do that? But I have no choice. I don't like to do that because I don't have any choice. I ask myself, how can I stop this work? And I only just think I don't have any choice.
Working in a bar is really a gamble. Yeah, that's the sad story. We can see them living a miserable life.
I know girls that they want to get out of the bar, but they just don't know how to do it. They just don't have enough courage to get out there.
I can say they have no options. Life will be more miserable after working in the bar.
Some of them, they just go back to their province, and some of them, they try to make a little business, selling some like cigarettes, candies, like that, or peanuts down the street.
Okay, do they make enough money to live off selling peanuts?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I was sitting in a street and I was looking at the girls who is older than me, for about 50 years old, 40 years old. I was looking, oh Lord, I don't want to be like this. When I was going back home, I was like, I was drunk. I was like crying to God that, Lord, I want to leave this place because I don't want to stay alone here. So I don't have the courage. You have to give me that courage because I want to leave this place. Please help me. Help me to get out of the street. And then God answered me. It was not only to give me the strength, to give me the courage to leave that place, but to give me a person that's going to help me. And it was Ate Virgie that was used by God to help me from that state. And I was really thankful God that was using other people to help me. Yeah, that's the way I was out in that street.
Hi, I am Virgie Bok. I am the Director of Youth with a Mission and Tamar Foundation, Olongapo. I have a passion and I have a calling to really work also with these girls who was on prostitution. And I really enjoy it and I really love it because I see God's power to really change the life of these girls.
My name is Destiny Kuo. I'm from Canada. I'm a team coordinator for bar evangelism, and I'm here for 2 years as staff. Basically, I did my DTS here, which is a discipleship training school with YWAM, Youth with a Mission, and I came here on a 1-month outreach. The thing that really caught my eye here is just the people are so open to receive the love of Christ. And a lot of them, they have accepted Christ as their Lord and Savior, but they haven't understood how to walk in it. YWAM Olongapo is transforming the lives of women who come from sexual brokenness and really desire to understand intimacy with their Lord and Savior. What really catches their eye is the friendship, and so that's what's drawing them in, is the love of Christ through us. When we do outreach to these women, we actually go out to the bars ourselves, and we basically go as a team into the bars.
Ate Virgie bring me here when she saw me in the street. She was just encouraged me to go with her here in Olongapo.
She told me that actually she introduced to me about Jesus Christ. There's someone who really love you. He will be your brother, your husband, your friend, your comforter, your everything. And I was thinking, who's that person? I don't know exists that kind of person. And then she told me it was Jesus Christ.
Tamar not only introduces women to Jesus, it teaches them about God, the Bible, as well as their worth and new identity in Jesus Christ. Through regular Bible studies and classes, Tamar is truly being a part of the transformative work of Jesus Christ in the Philippines. In addition to biblical training, they're also teaching the women work skills that they can earn income from while in the discipleship process at Tamar. The intention is to give the women work skills to go back into society with so they can leave the program with job prospects and a sense of dignity.
The biggest need definitely is the livelihood. Right now they're doing paper making, but it's not generating enough funds to provide for their daily needs, really. So what I want to see happen is a bakery shop being set up, and we've already begun doing classes.
Tamar has begun regular bakers training out of their kitchen in order to further equip the women with relevant job skills. A local baker is coming in and teaching the women the necessary skills so they can secure future employment. Tamar is planning on renovating an unused area off the front of their building into a storefront that they can sell the baking out of. Tamar also dreams of one day having a beauty salon in this space, and have recently teamed up with a hairdresser in Angeles City who shares a similar vision of retraining bar girls with new skills. Plans are in the works for a new training program which would qualify the women for a career in hairdressing.
One thing that really cries in me is to empower women. And one way of empowering is to get them into something, to be skilled. Like, what is the trend now? Nowadays, what I could see, health and wellness are very in demand. What I would like to do is to train them to have a hairdressing course, beauty care, massage therapy, and once they finish the course, they are able to get their license and, hey, I have it. It's a program to teach them the skill and then the basic entrepreneurial awareness that will take them into, to lead them into something, and then they can decide for themselves. They can work for now, and then they can save. It's actually the mindset of having savings. This is what we miss here, financial literacy. Most of the beauty salons, they are in shortage of hairdressers, hair cutters, hairdressers, the manicure, pedicure thing, foot spa, and those and that. For the normal school, it will take around 6 months for hairdressing. But we have a program that the girl can finish this in 1 month. The good thing is, while they are starting to learn, let's say for 2 weeks, by the 3rd week, they're starting to get used to it, and a little bit income is coming. So they can feel they have an alternative to get out of the bar, because these skills will be theirs forever. We can maybe teach them for 1 month, but it will be theirs forever. So as long as they have the, what we call it, once you have only scissor and a comb, you're right. Wherever you go, you can earn money.
The needs of these girls, all of them, they wanted to be a professional. They wanted to finish the school. They wanted to finish the education up to college. And this is what we are dreaming for these girls. This is not our dream, but this is their dream. And when they share their dreams, it gave us more motivated. Yes, Lord, please provide for them. Right now, we have a new girls, and they are only not even graduate in elementary. If we can give them a chance that they can even go up to the college, they can go out in this city with dignity and to be a part of the society, we have a good moral and a good values that they can put in this society.
Practicing a holistic approach, and with the goal of encouraging life change in the girls, Tamar is committed to helping the women finish high school and has sent many through college as well. In order to break the cycle of prostitution, women are encouraged to bring their kids into the program. And Tamar is ensuring all these children receive a proper education too.
Having like an organization like this is really important, especially for the girls, because there are some organizations that just neglect the needs or the girls on the street. This one is really focusing on the girls and how they can restore what is broken in the lives of the girls that been into the bar or in the street.
YWAM is very important to all the prostitutes women to change their life, to give them hope, to starting a new life, a new beginning of their life, a new adventure of their life. And the important is they know the God.
It helps you to realize how to work in a good ways. Tamar helps you to use the money for good, not for you spend it for like this, like that, but you always prioritize your needs, not your wants. And also, Tamar help us to more, mold our character, because when we had this kind of sometimes we stretching our own character. Tamar also help us because we are community, so it helps really a lot to mold us to grow as a Christian. You can discover what you have, the talents that God has given you. So Tamar help in that way. I would rather say to the girls who are still on the street, there is always a hope. The hope is to know who God is, to know Jesus, because for me, life was a mess when Jesus was not in my life. There is a hope always for the girls on the bar. There is a hope for us. Jesus will always give that hope. That's what I experienced, that God is really good, that He gave me the chance, the opportunity to make my life good because of His love. Yeah.
A new creation of God. A new woman, a new from, I can say, a slave. Now I'm a princess. A princess, one of the princes of Jesus Christ.
YWAM Olongapo definitely needs more volunteer workers who are willing to devote their time and effort into the ministry.
So if we have lots of staff that is really more focused on the girls, we can really take care of lots of girls in this ministry. In fact, we can even pull out this house for the girls, because this is really made this house for these girls.
We just need people who are willing to devote their time and even their prayer or financially.
Tamar relies on outside support for all the women in the program. On top of food and medical expenses, there's also educational costs for both the women and their children. Depending on the level of the schooling and the number of children, monthly expenses range from $100 to $400 for a girl while she's being discipled at Tamar. In order for Tamar to expand its ministry and rescue more women out of prostitution, it needs more outside supporters. They need you. The biblical mandate to missions is clear. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations. Loose the bonds of wickedness, undo the straps of the yoke, and let the oppressed go free. As Christians who have been redeemed from bondage by Jesus Christ, we now have the great pleasure of going out into our neighborhoods and the nations and doing the exact same thing. The love of Christ towards us should motivate us to be active in redeeming what is broken, to be an advocate for those who have none, and to be restoring the streets to dwell in. We urge you to pray and consider how you can be a part of rescuing women, ending the cycles of prostitution, and restoring worth and value to these women in the Philippines. We call you to live on mission with both your lives and your finances.